How to calculate the area of a parallelogram. Parallelogram is a special type of quadrilateral. It is a quadrilateral that has opposite sides that are parallel, so it has two pairs of parallel lines. This is the first pair, and this is the second pair, lines that will never meet parallel. Opposite sides are equal in length, so this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side, and opposite angles are equal. This angle equals this angle, and this angle equals this angle. To work out the area of a parallelogram, we take the base and we multiply it by the height. That will give us the area. Let's show you how that works visually, and I have here two shapes, and you can see they are equal in length. And if I take this part here and I put it over here, you'll still see it's the same amount of surface area, still the same area. So if we do base times height, it will give us the area, and we can still do base times height to give us the answer there. So that's just to prove to you that base times height works for this shape and for this shape because they're the same area. Let's have a look at a few examples. So today we are calculating, we are not measuring. So important to note that it says not to scale because this isn't exact. So we are calculating, doing the maths, and all lengths are in centimetres. So we take the base, we times it by the height, very straightforward. 5 times 3 is 15, so it's 15 centimetres squared, and it's that straightforward. Let's have a look at another one. Take the base, 3, and then we need to times it by the height, and it's the vertical height, so it's this distance here. It's not the length of this side, so we don't times by 8, we times by 7. So it's 21. So you need to be careful if you get a question where it gives you this distance here and it gives you the vertical height. We always times to work out the area by the vertical height. 7 times 3 is 21 centimetres squared. Right, let's have a look at a compound shape. We have a parallelogram and we have a triangle, so we're going to work out the area of the parallelogram, and I've called that shape A, and we're going to work out the area of the triangle separately, shape B, and then we're going to add them together. So the area of the parallelogram, take the base, 8, times by the height, and then B, I've just written the formulae for the area of a triangle, which is base times height divided by 2. So the base is 8, the height is 4, 8 times 4 is 32, and remember to divide by 2, 16. And then what we need to do is, because we're working out the total area here, we're going to add the two answers together. .56 centimetres squared. And lastly, let's have a look at one more where we need to use the information that they give us to first work out the base. So here is a square. The fact that it's a square is important. They've told you that for a reason. Calculate the area of the section shaded orange. So as it's a square, all the sides are the same length. So if this is 8, this total distance here must be 8. And we know that this distance here is 6. So 8 take away 6 is 2. So this distance here must be 2. So that gives us our base. And we do have a parallelogram. So our base of our parallelogram is 2. So we just apply the formula and we do 2 times 8, which is the vertical height. So it's 2 times 8, which is 16 centimetres squared. And that's how we find the area of a parallelogram. Let's have a quick recap. So the formula, remember, is base times height. Simple on that one, 5 times 3, really straightforward. And on this one, be careful on these questions that you do the base times the vertical height. So it's 3 times 7. If you get a compound shape, remember you need to split it into two. So you work out this area, you work out this area, and you add your answers together. You might need to know the formula for working out triangles as well. So just remember it's base times height divided by 2. And if you get on to more tricky questions, sometimes you need to work out the base first before you do the area. And remember to look at clues in the question, in the words, because it might give you some information to help work it out.